Okay.
Oh, you got something.
Yeah,
oh, you put it in park.
Yeah, let's go ahead at 6 inches, Jim.
Okay.
Good.
How's the space? He's got about a foot and a bit over here. All right.
Okay, I'll lift it. You want any of these pieces? Put in the front of the car together. Grab all that shit until it's 10 feet in there. Yeah, we like that.
Nothing, a little hammer. Time will fix.
Dibs on the sweet wires here.
Yeah, supposed to work.
One of the best things, man. Like literally one of the best things.
The next car. It's always the next car is the best thing.
Oh, he's talking about the hoist.
Oh, it's good. Oh, she's pretty.
Oh, yeah. Better get a hold of Dean for an LTD
Yes.
LTD 2
This
floor
is
pad.
You need a
not
floor
good.
pad, dude.
Oh
Need
man.
complete
Whole
floor.
car.
Yeah. Bottles. Nice. The exhaust is good at least.
Just a little paint, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Duals, ready to rock.
It's rotten.
But again, what's the difference if it's a hole here and a hole here, or if the whole thing? Who cares? It's the same job.
I need some positive reinforcement.
You know what this is? This is Furyland. This is what my Fury looked like
Did
after
it?
we blasted it. You came underneath
Yeah.
and it was just hole after hole.
Yeah. Okay, well, you want some good news? This is good. That's what
Yeah,
everything
the
welds
frame
to,
rails are
right?
fantastic.
The frame itself is fine, and this flange here, which is structure, everything welds to it, and it's fine. So all you need is the flat shit in the middle.
Yep. Maybe a fuel line.
And just
looks
a lot of
looks
it.
a little
And you
rusty.
probably need a few other little minor details as well.
Rear sway bar, that's something.
Yeah, that's cool, hey?
Yeah. You don't get that shit on my cars.
Dip's good.
It's good, right?
Are we?
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. And okay, are we looking for, what are we looking for collision stuff here? This would be a main indicator, other than the pan, which is racked good. But the K-frame is good, so it's not been jumped as many times as some cars. Got a little bit, that could be
That's
better.
bad. Yeah.
That could be straightened or replaced.
Yeah.
And this guy, the front of the frame is good.
Doesn't look like that moved.
No, so actually in terms of real serious damage, it's not bad. Like in terms of like, okay, start again with a different car, like I don't see we're there yet. And as I say,
No,
you are going to
no.
be buying a
Ash
better
looks at those
car
coolers.
for parts.
Oh, look how sweet that is.
Yeah, no, I was saying.
Oh, neat, yeah.
That's really nice.
And good rails. Like there's lots of cars where this is gone, right? So you're okay there.
Garbage.
Huh? Trunk
Yeah,
drops
there's
are,
a lot.
they're not bad. Dude, that gets
Yeah,
little
okay,
square,
okay.
right? We don't have to go all the way up in here. That's fine. That means one less thing to fix for the quarters. Bun's car was this bad. He just put a square in there. Fucking go. Wheel tubs are a bit of a job, but we do that. This wheel tub's not as bad as that one. The springs are fine. You know, it's a mechanical job for sure. You'll need all of that, but you know what you're doing.
Yeah. That's
So you're leaving all this rusty.
All the good
Nothing's
stuff.
getting fixed.
Oh no, I don't see it. I even painted the floor of the Newport after I cleaned it all.
An alignment.
Here's
Gonna need a wheel alignment.
Here's what I'm gonna say. If this is coming out for whatever reason, then it'll go back in nice.
Right.
But if
Okay,
it
well,
doesn't have to come out, then who cares?
I still pour 15 it right in place.
Yeah, or not.
Oh, I'm so against that. I can't do that either.
Well, you can see, look where it was sitting. There's the water line. So it was sitting somewhere soft. Look at water line.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't, the water line's not up here, right?
Yeah.
It could be worse, but there's definitely, the thing is, any 50-year-old car looks like this. I mean, would you,
Well,
right?
not the ones that I'd like to bring home.
Yeah. The thing is, there's enough here.
You're
to
right,
The
you're
frame's
right.
good. See if you can get floors. If you can't get floors, we'll
Yeah,
buy
that'd
a
be
Dean
nice.
machine. We're not patching these. They're fucking going. They're cut right here. This whole, there's the line. So you cut it from there to there, both sides, or take the whole floor out of a different
Whole
car.
floor.
Because you gotta have the interior out anyway.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Mark's 70 Torino was way worse than this, and it was a full-on unibody.
Was it?
When I started cutting, it literally broke in half when I cut the rust out of
that's a
it.
bad
The
day.
front all just fell right off. This is good.
It's bad.
You did.
Well, the floor is bad. I think
Newport was marginally better.
the Newport was better, but the Newport when you're done is still worth $500.
Yeah, that's right.
And this when you're done, even as a beater, this car's worth $7,000.
Somebody needs to make a movie about a Newport.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint
Newport,
Eastwood.
Newport Royal. Moves to like the ghetto part of Millwood.
Moves to a ghetto old folks home.
Yeah.
Shit's
Tough.
going bad.
Fucking interfering with the skim of the bingo.
Right. I saw him shave 50 cents off
Yeah.
the top.
That's right. He stole my daubers. Yeah, this will all patch.
Yeah, you got
It patched once 35
That's right.
years ago. It'll patch again.
asking for it.
Oh, he's putting a bar on the engine just for fun.
give her.
I bet you'll find that the bolt is rounded off from the last guy trying to put a bar on it. That is never going to
Few
turn.
people probably considered this car along the way.
I'm an optimistic guy, and I'll give you $100 right now. What am I
Well,
talking
that's not fair because you saw the plugs already. You know how
Well, so
bad
did
it
he,
is.
and he's still driving.
We got air shock.
What?
Oh, these are bad.
Oh my god, they just get bigger.
Look at them. They still got the
They got the, look at this.
stickers not still on.
Oh, dude, those are so magical.
Yeah.
What?
And you got some old formulas too.
So what I think we're gonna do is just throw those on
Drag one of those out?
and just see.
You're not getting these.
Come on.
Miles,
Fuck yeah.
Miles changed my ways.
Look at that. For
You're not-
instance,
150.
like, let's just give you a comparison. What is that? 18 inches wide? Holy shit.
Those are never going.
What's the size? What does it tell us?
And 50s.
N50.
That would be like a 295.
295, 50, you think?
Yeah.
Looks bigger than that. All the glass GTs. Oh, he's got like
Think it's gonna go?
4 inches on one side.
It'll go.
Well, all we'd have to do is lift the rear a little if
Narrow.
they don't.
Well, that's why I have the air shocks.
Yeah, perfect. Done.
Well, they'll go as long as they never have to go inside the wheel.
Oh, these are so perfect. I can see this car being all finished with another custom van paint job all over it.
Wonder if they did that already.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Quit your belly aching.
Get welded.
What did you really think you were buying here? Okay.
Let's do it.
It's like we're the Price is Right girls, eh? And you could win this beautiful N5015 Life Ruiner Super Stocks. Oh my god. Okay, now you gotta build this thing. Put a couple on there.
It's so cool. It is the
This is the vision you have.
I get it.
Oh, it looks
that's
so
a
That
little
looks-
aggressive, eh?
No, look at it, dude. It looks amazing.
This is so fucking wicked.
I love it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well, there's your.
I'm so jealous.
Look at that. Look at the tire. It's so
It's
dumb.
just a brick.
Well, you gotta put quarters on it anyway. We could do one of those fucking.
Oh yeah.
We could flare it out so they fit. But I don't know.
I don't know. It lines up really nice with the.
You know what the issue
Peak
is?
of the
though?
outer
It's just
body.
the wrong rim. Like if that was
Yeah,
if
well,
that was over,
Offset it.
Well, you can get an inch and a half. You need all of that. You'd need about 2.5 because you're gonna hit here.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But I mean,
Run them as is.
Back in the day, everybody ran those with their
just
shocks.
run them just jacked up
Yeah.
like that.
Jacked up.
oh, it's the best.
Yeah, so good.
Nice wheel though. It's in good shape.
Yeah.
Not that we're putting the cart ahead of the horse a tiny
Wow,
little bit
like
here,
was-
eh?
Not at all.
Talking about you
Skipping
guys,
a couple steps.
details. You know, like everybody's all. Oh, shouldn't put the wheels on. This is the highlight. This is the only reason.
That. Have you sent that picture to Andy yet? 'Cause
No.
I think I'm gonna have to.
That's the right
No,
direction.
don't, because he's coming here.
Yeah, but if you send him that picture, he'll be here sooner.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it
We're
from
not taking
here.
it off until there's a picture. That's for sure.
I want to take a picture of that.
Look at it from here.
Frankers, you ready?
What are we doing, puppy dog?
Looks like it's the Sad Bastard Olympics, and
I'm winning. Am I the winner?
you are the champion. That is a gold medal Sad Bastard move right there. Look at these. Just nothing else matters, really. You can just ignore all of that and just be like, yep,
No, Ash,
still the winner.
why did you buy those, Ash? I don't know. It's the right car will come along.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Didn't even buy them for this car. Just bought them because they needed to be bought.
That's right.
So the other thing we have to do to this superb automobile is make it look a little less smashed up at the front. So we're going to mix and match a bunch of parts that came with the car and a bunch of parts that came with other cars, and we're going to try to put the front end of this thing back together, put a grill, get the headlights kind of fitting and aiming, and Ashley's still determined that the engine's going to turn over, but it's not. Yeah, might as well try and fucking pogo stick to the moon, buddy. That's not gonna. That thing is never gonna move, man.
Oh, this car.
I know when I'm looking at a seized motor, and I'm an optimist. Should we lower it down and see what's all smashed up here?
Sure.
Okay, I'll get some gruesome close-ups.
What a good breaker.
That's probably good. Some of this stuff's a little rough ski.
This here?
Okay, so that's got to come off
Okay.
and get repaired, and then
Zoop, zoop.
we need whatever else is supposed to go up here.
It's all in the trunk. I got to take this off,
Okay.
these off,
All right.
Yep.
Well, I'll do the sheet metal hanging,
and I'll take the shit
and then
apart.
you take the rest of the die-cast shit apart. Okay, here's the sheet metal that supports the front of the car. It's all pretty twisted up. So I'm going to try to figure out what this is supposed to look like, and we'll straighten it up and slam it back in. Hopefully we can get the car to look like something. And what do you got going? More broken die cast?
This, I just need to undo this, which
Okay.
means I need a little squirt, which is here, and I need a 1/2-inch wrench.
And you got some die cast problems there.
Yeah, all that's got to come off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right.
Okay. Well, these are definitely wrecked, so I'll start with that. This can go back together.
Do you think that'll all go in as one piece? I was going to take this off and separate that and put this on separately.
Sure, whatever you want to do.
I mean, I don't know what.
Nope. It's probably whatever's easier. The only reason I'd say that this and this go on at the same time is that
That's how it came off.
That's how it came off.
Right.
We don't even have to tighten these up. I just want to get it all so make sure the bolts line up in their holes.
Okay.
Just lucky you got it. That's not easy to get pieces. Is this from the parts store or was this in this thing?
This was part of the auction.
Oh, okay. That's the only one of these we got, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, they made lots of these cars, right? Like they really did.
Oh yeah. Well, they only made this for 1 year though. And only the deluxe ones got this grill.
Right.
So it all looks much more like something already.
Oh yeah.
Just a few seconds of bashing. Okay, and then there was this guy. Hey, Bun.
Hi.
Check it out.
Oh, that looks really good.
It's better. It was all mangled up.
Yes, I remember seeing it.
So, oh, don't we have to do something about this fender? It was rubbing on the hood. Remember?
Yes.
I don't remember why, but
But I also think this is bashed in. You think that's supposed to be like that?
no.
Probably not, right? But this.
He didn't expect it to be rusty, Andy.
That's not what I'm saying.
Is that yellow hammer up
But
there?
Andy, what? Oh, right. Do you mind just checking that passenger side tire over here?
What?
Yeah, just check that passenger side tire for me. Ah, you blew it! Oh man.
You had me at Torino and then you put the hose on.
That is the reason you own this car.
Yeah. That is magic, dude.
Or where is this supposed to go?
Well, we don't know. So what I'm thinking is,
I like this. It looks like it should sit. Yeah, it sits in there because the grill chrome.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Right,
you got to get
shit,
it way
everything's
over.
gotta go way over.
So,
that's fine. There's adjustments there.
right, but well, if okay, so is the bumper tweaked?
Oh, probably.
Not this side. How does the bumper sit on this side? A little bit past. I think again, this fender needs to go like this.
Okay.
This whole fender needs to go a little bit that way, but this should be centered in there, like not like it is.
Trevor said this is
Yes.
This side fits so nicely.
It does. Yeah, like fucking
That's
mint.
perfect. Right. So let's start
Does
tightening
that
this
go
side
on
up.
top?
No,
For sure.
hope you're underneath.
You're winning?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's one of those things you wish you had a good one to look at and see what it's supposed to look like, because your side looks pretty good here, and this side's like it's hitting us.
Let's throw a couple bolts in there.
Yeah, it's down a bit. Loosen what? The end cap?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
No,
right.
like, dude,
It's
this is
down.
no. We're like it's derby time. Like,
Oh, whoa.
I mean, that's the standard we're going
Straight
for.
to derby. Not like, oh, just maybe
We've
beat
only
in the
been
winter.
only been at it for 15 minutes, and it's like fucking
Derby
derby.
time.
Fucking derby. Fucking Dean. It's going to the crusher.
Oh, it's going to Dean Town.
It's going to Dean
and
Town.
off to the
Dean
derby.
doesn't want it, doesn't run.
Neither do I. Stop it. Something like that, and then when you do this, that's wrong.
I think you need that. Take it apart for a second.
Oh, I know what's got to happen. This needs to be pointing down,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly right.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who dies doing this? You or me?
Well, we need a flat screwdriver is what we need.
Get it out.
Well, it can't go anywhere.
I
can
know,
it?
of course, yeah.
That looks like it's under some tension.
Okay. There, it's working.
Okay,
And
so you're saying the bumper needs to come out
yeah,
here.
right. And that valence is garbage too. Like,
Tough crowd, man.
well, I'm saying that I wouldn't.
It's not a Chrysler, and it's suddenly everything's
I
shit,
wouldn't
eh?
fit. I wouldn't fit the whole front end based on what the valence is telling you. That valence looks like it's done some jumps. It's actually better than I expected it to be. Like the valence on my Fury, you couldn't even tell what it was. The guy didn't even want to take my money when I bought it off. He's like, "You actually want that?" Like, yes. You should see the one I have. I said.
Okay.
I mean, if the bumper is bent, then that makes sense why everything seems to fit really good except this corner, right? Because even this doesn't explain. Like, if this bumper rolled ahead a half an inch, it would look just like that side.
Yeah, all right.
So that's the problem.
Coming at you.
We're not concerned. I guess we'll put all
About
the
the
plastic
color?
and shit after. Yes, we're
The
concerned
color's
about the
not
color mostly.
Hold on a second.
Now this seems completely wrong.
I think
No,
this is,
something upside down or backwards or what?
that needs to go in a long time ago.
I think you're right. I think this piece needs to go in first.
Hang on. I don't even know what that piece does. What was that? What does that even do?
This is broken, so this goes
That's where it goes in.
like
So
you see when you're
that
doing
was the long one. But
Oh
Gone forever.
You're doing it on purpose, actually.
no, this is my life.
this stuff was all just folded over on itself, so we've never actually seen how it goes because it never was going anywhere before. Okay,
The grills in these are not metal, are they? They're plastic.
that's plastic.
And broken.
And broken.
We're gonna give it somewhat of a tighten.
You can, sure. Okay.
Okay, so now
This is where you realize that you're off by 3/4 of an inch or more on your.
Yeah. What is this guy here? Though?
that's all. Yeah, that guy goes to the frame.
It's
This
something.
isn't even in the ballpark.
Hmm?
It's not
No,
even-
don't worry about that.
Okay.
That's a different ballpark.
Make the valence. Make the valence
The
fit.
valence is subservient to
template.
this.
Should be loose.
This moves up and down now, sorta. And what are we trying to do?
Yeah, all right. Should be a big
Half
one. I
inch.
think.
Okay,
Look at that oil pad, eh?
it's fine. It's coming up.
Run it.
Good. All right, now the valence has no choice but to play along. There we go. Get me one of the valence bolts.
Okay.
We got to go an inch here. What's stopping me from going an inch forward?
bumper.
The bumper
The
itself.
bumper's hitting right here.
Okay, so that's all we're doing.
That's
now.
all you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
that's fine. Hey, at least we know what's going on. And when you get the bumper changed, that valence will flop right down into place. And it's very repairable too. Like that is a good valence. It's just currently it's unable to do its valence things.
3/8 of an inch.
Well, that explains why the hood's overlapping on this side. Okay. So, well, it fits nicely in there, but there's no hope there, eh?
Okay.
Well, that side's better. Put that side in. and
Should we loosen
loosen
all
the
of this though?
fenders.
Tap
Yeah,
the
well,
fender over?
actually, I was gonna say no, but look at the fenders are adjusted all the way over. So, well,
guess
we'll just
you
see.
won't know
Just watch
until the
those
valence.
bolts. We need what? 3/8 of an inch. Oh, look at that.
Oh, just like
that.
nothing.
Just relax.
That's
Okay,
just
let's
crazy.
tighten that down.
Tighten
That's
that baby
crazy.
down.
This car's like, how long did I sit in a field for?
Well, yeah, this car's getting a lot of attention. Okay, just put it down on the ground because we may not be done with it.
I see. That's a good point.
Great. All right, tighten this up. Well, I guess we got one. Let's go. Still more.
It would probably go.
Oh yeah. I'll be damned. If you can lever it around on the inside, you're good. Look at that, you guys. Okay. And these should fit nicely. Right, that fits nicely, and this side does not fit nicely at all. Yeah, I don't know. This all has to come over that way. So there you go. And it points to the bumper again.
Right.
The bumper is shoved over this way and pushed in. So if you don't care, or we try yarding on the bumper,
Well,
like we can put a hook on there and just pull it with the tractor and it'll come out.
the thing is, to get this grill shell around.
If you want to put all that together, then we got to straighten the bumper.
Right.
Just out of laughs, bring the hood down. The buckled, rusty hood that we're never going to use. What's that? Are we crushing anything good there in Andy's jacket?
As far as that one, big block beater, just
Beat it.
fucking beat it. But it's the most bitchin' looking beater though.
So,
Look,
did
look,
that actually
just-
close?
Straighten this hood, Ashley, and just weld some fucking ready run on there. So
Just
it's
fucking go to town, eh?
No, we actually have a hood gap. Just kind of a surprise. It's pretty close.
That's why.
It's actually better than it could have been. Sorry. What's your head?
Is your wife aware that this is not a Datsun? She blessed this.
She's a
person.
good sport.
She's a good sport, but this one was not.
You had to watch the movie a couple of times.
This one was not.
That's what I did. I'm like, honey, you want to watch a movie? What'd you buy? Well, no, we watched Gran Torino. Oh, you're kidding. What did I tell you? Fuck, that's such an awesome car.
And look at that. We're not even too bad. Not even bad on the bumper, eh?
Yeah, that's fucking perfect.
So we're missing a tab. But I guess it doesn't matter. We're just throwing it together.
Yeah. This is just
Oops.
literally
Just throwing
just
it
to
together.
have it.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh, it's going to look so much better.
So then all these nuts go on. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. If you got... No, they don't go on until the metal
Oh,
part
the
goes
metal
in.
holds them on. Right.
I gotta get... Okay, now... do the back. Okay. Look at that. Factory gap, buddy.
Okay, now I can tighten all these.
Yeah, I'm afraid Andy has the shit.
Well,
I hate putting the fucking headlights in this thing. Okay, you got some here, some there.
I'm just going to tighten these.
I guess we can tighten the hood brace here. Go with the back. Factory, buddy. Actually, a little bit impressed that we've gotten this all to fit as well as we have. Right?
Okay, let me do
This.
this. Thank you. There we go. Okay, sorry.
Good, good. Okay.
oh,
What about this side? You got lights? You got to put this all together, right?
Yeah.
Look at
It's
that.
wrong.
fit
It's got to
there.
come apart. The trim goes around that, and then the lights go in. Good enough.
Okay.
that's good.
Going down.
Okay.
Look at this, buddy.
I know. It looks like a car.
It does. Yeah.
Super happy with that.
It's a good way to spend a week.
A week. This took us all week. We should find other careers, find other hobbies. But for an afternoon, dicking around, making it look like a car again. And this fender really bugs me. I'm going to start putting Bondo on
Are
here.
you really? Oh no!
Nope.
Don't tease me. Yeah.
Say
buddy.
the word.
You can, hey,
We'll schlub this
hey,
thing
this
up.
is so bad. Huh?
Huh? We need red oxide primer.
Yep. Got any? You know where a guy can
I
get some?
think I probably do. Yeah.
Oh, is this going to be
A bitch.
challenge?
That's driver quality right there.
Damn right it is.
Hey, Bun, check it out.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Not bad, right?
cool,
Yeah.
hey. Hardest part's actually the headlights.
Yeah.
Us here in the grill department are just kicking ass.
But you see,
You want to see if it just ignore that?
I think it's hitting this. Yeah, we just hooked a strap to the truck.
Nice. Close is pretty good.
Fucking close. Mint. That's a good night's work.
I'd say, hey, look at that. Looks like a car again, and that's most important. Just such good looking cars, even in its slightly diminished capacity here. You saving this car?
No.
This makes me fucking smile.
Well, that's what its job is, right?
That's right.
Okay, it's such a handsome group.
You just figured it out, right?
The nicest of the Torinos. That is a wide car too, holy cow. I love it. Okay, I guess me and Minnie will get the Torino. Come on, boo. Okay, here we can see what we are working with, and that's fine. We've got 2 out of the 3 pieces that I'm going to make back here. This is the only hard part. These flat pieces are what I ordered, so they should be here. The only problem is I don't know how far up they come, and I have a feeling they don't come far enough ahead. So I'm going to cut only to about here, and then we're probably going to have to repair that and splice the new pieces in there, which I'm not really happy about, but we don't know for sure till they get here. Yeah, there's just, I'd save any of this if I could. I just don't think that there's anything to save here. That is all. There's the fuel tank there. Fuel tank actually seems okay. So I'm gonna just zip most of this out of there, and we'll just clean it up depending on how things go. I believe that we're gonna have to remove these. Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll probably have to remove these braces here and slide the trunk floor underneath and then reinstall those. That's kind of the worst part of it, really. I have a better brace here for the fuel filler neck, and we have also, if I get a chance, we should repair the rear frame cross member. I cut a better one out of the Biscala before we took it to Clayton, so let's hope that we can use that. This is all pretty rotten in here as well. We'll see how much of that I could save from the parts car. And yeah, overall the car is still massively rusty, but you know, whatever, nothing we haven't seen before. I also ordered the braces that are 2-door hardtop / convertible, well, any hardtop or convertible, I guess, under the floor pan. And there's the rear cross member I was going to use. It's rotten on the edges, but the center of it is excellent, so we're going to splice that together. And as you can see, most of the splice of the 2 bodies is complete, and that's where I wanted to get to last year, and pretty happy with that. And the doors and everything are working. Still a massive amount of welding to do on this thing, but at least it's something that's savable now. It was just so far gone, and it's already a much tighter car than it was when we started. So, trunk lid done, or at least roughed in. I think we saw that this winter. Once we get the trunk floor sorted, I'm going to pull the doors off, and we'll do those as a separate project. We have a lot of work to do around here. This I'm not looking forward to. That's going to be a big job to get that looking decent again. It's just rotten. The whole car is just very poor. But the roof is excellent. Well, it's not excellent. There's a rust hole there. It's decent. Fits straight. Windshield fits. All this is just thrown on. There's no shims or anything in any of this. It's all just loosely chucked on here. But it's something we can work with, I think. Okay, well, we'll get at it. That's it roughed out. Now the challenging part is going to be removing these without doing any damage, and then I'm going to remove this brace here and clean that up, and then we're going to have to start repairing the trunk drops and get ready for new quarters. And we've got to also repair the wheel tubs where they meet the trunk floor. That's going to need at least a little piece put in there, so that the goal here is that when the trunk floor arrives, I don't have to do all this stuff, that we can just drop it in. We're probably going to have to figure out what we got to make up here, but whatever. get that route. I'll probably drop the gas tank anytime now. Now if we have any trouble here, at least we'll be able to get at those. And so that's that. Okay, time to get these braces out of here. Very happy that the body mount bolts came out right away with no trouble, so somehow those weren't rusty. These seem to be MIG welded to the wheel tub, or gas welded, whatever the case was. So we're just going to grind away there and hope that they come off. I don't want to bugger up the wheel tub too much, so this side will be the learning side, but whatever. If we get them close, I'll wrench them out of the way. The trunk floor is not putting up much of a fight, so I just want to get them away from the wheel tub in good enough shape to reuse. They're much heavier than the rest of the steel. It's a little bit thin on the one end there, but I think they're totally reusable. Now I'm going to get in here and replace the bottom of this wheel tub so that we got something to weld the new trunk floor to. Probably going to end up going right around the whole bottom there. So I've just pulled the wheel off, and we're just going to zip across here and see what we need to do. I'm not anticipating this is going to get a whole lot of time put in it here. We're not saving the world here. Well, boo-boo, we got something done, hey? That's right, buddy. There's the repaired wheel tub, and that'll be just fine. It's just a functional piece that'll hold the trunk floor in. Not my favorite kind of job, working inside the wheel tub, but whatever. It's all got to be done. We can't put the trunk floor in until there's something to stick it to. I've left all that loose there, so we'll tie that together once we know how much trunk floor we're getting. But that's all I'm going to do today. The mosquitoes are coming out, and I've still got the exact same job on this side. I don't think this side is quite as bad, but anyway, whatever. It's not really like that was a real ball buster, but you know, it all adds up. There's another afternoon, and we've got trunk drops. Those are really poor. Not sure if we'll make those before we get quarters, or probably not. I'll probably put the trunk floor in and then make those to fit the quarters and trunk floor, but those are good enough for patterns there. I know you can buy them, but I don't mind making some of this stuff. That's not going to be a real tricky one. So that's that for this afternoon. The bugs are coming out, and it's time for supper. I'm going to go inside and work on the motorcycle projects after dinner. Right, Minnie? You look very nice today. Got this 1971 Honda 750. I bought this probably 25 years ago, maybe more. The engine had been gone through by the previous owner at a professional shop at some expense, and then the bike got crashed, so I bought it in its crashed state. I just put some old forks on it so you could move it around. The forks were bent up pretty bad. Anyway, the frame's twisted, but the engine has survived. So this engine is going to go into the bike I'm actually putting back together, which was running, but the engine is very worn out, and it smokes, and it uses a lot of oil, and it has no power. This should be a nice tight engine for that. I just want to get this project going. I'm out of room for storing this whole thing, and if I can get the engine out of it, then I have little need for most of the rest of it. And you know, and it would be nice to have one decent Honda 750. Let's get the engine out of here. First thing I'm going to do is fill up the cylinders with some oil. It sat outside for, well, really only for one night, but that's enough, of course, for it to get rained on. So I want to make sure that nothing's going to get seized up here. So we're going to oil it up, and then I'm going to pull the engine, and it's a bit of a job. These engines do not like to come out. Anybody who's done one of these types of bikes knows that the frame and everything is more or less shrink wrapped around the engine. It's very tight and kind of a pain in the ass. So let's just get this over with, and I'm going to probably very lightly detail the engine, as in polish a few bits and probably rattle can it. It's very, very nice, very quiet. A lot of these have a lot of bad cam chain noise, and this one has virtually none. It has been sitting around a long time. Looks like hell, but it's actually very nice and tight inside. And as I was saying, other than the last couple of days, it's not been outside since I owned it. So that's a while now. The rest of the bike, probably bits and pieces, but for now, let's just concentrate on getting the block out of here, and we'll see what else can be saved after that. Fellas were over last night, and I got them to help me lift the engine out of the frame on the Honda, and that went fairly well. Of course it would with 3 guys. It's not an easy job. It's a very tight fit actually, but it's not impossible, and we got it out. If we were making a really pristine restoration, I think what guys do is they lay the engine on its side and install the frame over top of it. But since that wasn't really necessary for getting it out of the frame, we just humped it out. And here's what we're working with. Again, I think this is a good engine. I remember running it when I bought this bike, and that was only a quarter of a century ago, so it should still be fine. I think what we're going to do is start by just washing it off. Luckily, this is one of those machines where you can still buy almost everything you need to keep it running. So, hot soapy water, and we'll get started with that. Then we'll pull off all the alloy parts and polish them, and that's probably all it's getting. We'll see how bad the paint is. If it needs paint, I'll paint it, but if it doesn't, whatever. Not trying to make the best one in the world, but it'll be the best one in my garage. We're back from Kyle's crazy land to this place. Of course, not crazy at all. Where are we? Oh yes, this is the motorcycle that is going to serve as the chassis for the engine that we just took out. So I have to get this bike out of here, but you can see from the location of these posts, that means I got to move all these cars out. So that means Frankers will enjoy getting in here and waiting. Okay, be nice, be right there. Okay, let's move these guys out of here. this is the chassis that the engine is going in, that was in the other bike. This was a 1971 chassis that I actually had bought many years ago. I probably bought this in the late 90s, and I rode it for a couple of years. It's actually, it was a decent bike, but the engine was very tired. It looked okay, bike looked cool, but didn't really have much power. It was kind of you know, and you know, the engine's just tired. It's not broken, but it's just tired. So I thought, well, let's just quickly swap these engines and throw the new bodywork on and be done with it. So I came in here to start doing that. I started taking it apart, and I see that at some point in the last, it's been parked over 20 years, it looks like battery acid has gotten on the frame here, and all the paint is blistering off here. So at this point, because it needs a swing arm bushing anyway, I'm going to strip the thing right down. It's probably just the best way to clean it up anyhow. So we're going to strip it right down. I'll either blast the part of the frame or the whole frame, depending on how bad the corrosion is. And we're going to hang the frame up, paint it, quickly paint everything black that's supposed to be black. I'm not trying to make a perfect bike here, but there's no point in putting all these high effort parts onto a frame that's got rust blisters all over the back of it. So bit disappointed there, but whatever. The teardown is going well. I took after it yesterday with Bun, and we got most of it tore out. You know, it's a slog, but they come apart pretty fast, especially compared to cars. This stuff is all very fun and easy to play with, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to going through all the Honda crap that I have and picking the best of everything. This is going to be the best of everything I have bike. None of this is going to be perfect. It's just going to be a bunch of the best of my used parts. The gold bike that I ride is kind of the second best stuff. I have enough to make a third bike with all the leftovers, and that may get sold, or it may just kind of be an assembled spares bike. I could put this engine in it. Again, this was a running engine, but the third bike, I don't think I'm going to bother getting it to a running or roadworthy condition. It'd just be kind of easier if all the parts are assembled in the shape of a bike, and then you know, at least it's not laying all over the floor like all this stuff is now. That's all. We'll catch up with everybody very shortly on the Honda bike project here. Okay, I've got the worn out engine out of the good frame, and now this is all starting to pile up. So I've decided that the quotation marks smart money would be to take this extra frame I have, and we're going to throw together a complete motorcycle here in the next, what, 2 hours, Bun? I found some wheels that I had. I've got all tons of parts for these things, so I thought, here's a nice straight frame, and let's put this running but worn out engine into this frame, put some wheels on it. I got painted bodywork and everything for it. I got a seat, I got fenders, lights, blah blah. Let's build a complete bike. Oh,
Frankers is excited about it.
Frankers is very excited.
He's like, I love things that are black as well.
Might even be a good bike when we're done. Like, it won't be the best bike, but it'll be a bike, right? That's right, buddy. We'll have to rob parts from the bent bike. The bent bike, you can see, is out there, sitting by the Chrysler. So we'll rob some bits off of that, put this together. I got bars, forks, whatever. I got 90% of a complete bike here, 99 probably. And then I don't have to drag this thing around. I can actually, it'll just be a bike. It'll go in the lineup with the other bikes, and it can just stay there until we decide what to do with it. But if I ever decide to get it running, it wouldn't be that hard. And then you've got a running, if slightly tired, but a running complete bike, and that has some value, a lot more than just all these boat anchors sitting around. looks like I'm pretty well stocked for extra crap here. So I actually think it's probably easier at this point to just go get the bike and bring it over here and just kind of assemble it with whatever I find. Just trying to create the minimum amount of work here. So I see a couple of sets of bars that are already got parts on them, so we might as well start with those. Got a fender here. Yeah, got most of the bike, so I'm gonna go get that. Just gonna very quickly clean this assembly up, and we're gonna roll it into the barn and start putting pieces on it until it looks something like this one. Then we'll put it in the line there, and if I ever get to it, great, and if I don't, at least it looks like a bike. Okay, Operation Junker Bike going along a little better now. Found a fender that is not the right fender, but whatever. Oh, there's mini fraggers. How's it going, little buddy? Yeah, found the worst bars out of the whole pile here. These are, I don't know, Gary thinks they might be Virago. I think that's very possible. Anyway, not at all correct for this bike, and that looks nasty. And it would actually probably come around. Yeah, the wrong bars. Somebody's wrecked the switches to run the wiring outside of the bars, which kind of sucks because these bikes look a lot better with the wiring inside the bars. But anyway, that's not a battle we're fighting. The idea is to use up the parts that I don't really think have any other use. Cleaned up reasonably well. I'm not expecting it to look great, just not like garbage. And cobbled the front brake together. It's not, I actually took the one brake pad out of it, so because the bike's just meant to be rolled around. So that's where we're at. Very, very happy that we are nearing the halfway point of the cobble it together in one evening challenge, and let's keep going. Okay, Junker Parts Bike, 1 day challenge. Here we go. Just about done. Seems to fit, sorta. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go get the seat, which I don't know if the seat's actually going to fit, but it is for a 750 Honda. I just don't know if they're all the same. And frankly, if we can get it laying on there, it's good enough. Let's see if it's even the right seat. It is. First thing, check if we'll ever be able to get it off again. Nice. It actually fits. Okay, so we just need the little things to go through there, and I know I have one. But that looks a lot better than that, which is what we had. It's not.
It looks like a mechanical bird's nest.
Yeah. Mechanical beaver dam.
Yeah.
And here we go. 1970 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Honda 750 single overhead cam, just made out of leftover bits. Took about a couple of afternoons, and you know, it's not a running bike, but it's, I think, a nicer way to store old parts than in boxes when they're in your way. So I'm going to put this in the garage until further notice. It could be made to run, but again, the reason I took this engine out of the other bike was that it was worn out. So to spend a bunch of time putting this together just to have a worn out bike seems a bit pointless. nevertheless, I sure am happy that we bothered, and this cleans up the garage. And now we're back onto the one that we're actually going to make nice. I'll have a look here, possibly as soon as this weekend. If I get a minute, I'm going to sandblast this frame. We'll hang this up and paint it black, along with any other pieces that need to be black. This is a 1971 750 frame, and it's nice and straight, and you know, other than the damage from the leaking battery, nothing wrong with this frame. And this will get the best engine and the best wheels and the best of everything I've got, and the new paint job, and I've got a really nice seat, blah blah blah. I'm feeling good about knocking this project off the list. This is stuff that has been sitting around for between 20 and 25 years, and I just want to get these 3 bikes put together with the best of what I got, and then I can just unload this huge stockpile of shit I've been carrying around for a quarter of a century. So stay tuned for more motorcycle mayhem. Don't have time to finish it this week, obviously, but we'll be picking at it over the rest of the summer here, and maybe, if all goes well, we'll be able to ride it before the snow comes. Maybe. We're back at the shed today, putting these old stove enameled tiles on the side of the building, and that's going reasonably well. Gary's back. He's got his summer sombrero. Summer sombrero! And what do we get to? Where are we at today?
Yeah, the top's done, side's done. Just gotta figure out the ends.
So we need a bunch of 24 by somethings, right?
Yeah.
Okay, easy enough,
Hopefully.
if I guess.
I think we were having trouble last time.
I guess we're just looking for 24 by anything over in the pile, right?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, let's make sure that we're all cut up.
Make
too.
sure that we.
We'll
I
get-
think we are.
Yeah, I think we are too.
How's it going?
Good. Good.
Right on. We're closing in on the last of the big pieces here, and now I've got to make 2 for there, 1 for there, and 1 over there for each side. So that's it for roughing it in. Then we'll be tearing everything down, cleaning the tiles up, and starting to do the final installation. I'm assuming you have a plan for that?
No. Trim.
Trim,
is
right?
our friend.
Trim is your friend.
Trim is our friend.
Yeah, it's actually going really well. I was a little anxious about starting this, frankly, because I know how things go. But most of it's looking really good, and really, the only sadness is it's how badly damaged so many of the tiles are. Some of them are just useless, so we're going to cut these guys up now, the ones with lots of bullet holes in them and shit. And those will become all the little corners and whatever, and then that's it. Nice. Is it drink time yet? I'm going to say it is. Back at the Model T shed today, and our friend Gary's back, and that means it's serious time. Quit screwing around. Sandwich time too. I swear guys, I'm almost ready for inspection. I had it up on the hoist just to clean it up and notice that the lower control arm bushings on the front are shot. So now those are here. So we're going to do those, and then we'll see about the inspection. Look like you're ready for a showdown.
I'm tired of losing my shit all the time. You can't lose any shit when we got all this.
You're loaded.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Balances out the weight too.
Yeah. You ride back into town on your mule without falling off.
Better day. Beautiful.
Fantastic day. Okay, I think the first thing we gotta do is move some of these junkers and open up that door.
Yeah.
Get the saw back outside. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Good. And eat my sandwich.
Oh yeah, eat your sandwich, of course.
Okay, the initial mock-up is just about finished. We've test fitted everything now, and we're just going to start cleaning the tiles up. and getting all the repaints off of them and everything else, and getting them clean on the back so that the glue is going to work. And then we've got to arrange them so that the damage is in less conspicuous spots, and pick our favorites for the best spots. But there's not really much picking to do, is there? Like, they're kind of, most of them are pretty specific.
They gotta be where they are.
Yeah, other than the bottom row, most of them are cut to fit. So went through a pack of 25 grinder discs, so we're getting there. Probably start next couple of days here. You guys, thanks so much for watching the show this week. Thanks as always to anybody who would hit the old like button or leave a comment. Very much appreciated. Does help the show get seen. Thanks to anybody who subscribed recently. We did manage to hit 70,000 subscribers now. Very happy about that. 15 years later. Anyway, thanks as always for hanging out with us every weekend, you guys. Very much appreciated. As always, I want to say very sincere thanks to the patrons of the show. You guys make it possible to do this every week, and it's because of you guys that we can try to save as many of these cars as possible. The show is for you guys. Thanks so much. Thanks also to anybody who would contribute through the PayPal or super thanks option. Very much appreciated, and any contributions do go towards getting parts and supplies to get these cars rebuilt. This summer we're going to be trying to get a bunch more work done on the 60 Impala and the 59 Buick, and of course Bun's going to start on her 1950 Roadmaster this summer as well. Thanks also to anybody who ordered a t-shirt or anything from the new Cold War Motors online store. Very much appreciated, and the shirts are being printed now. We do print them to order so we don't have a bunch of inventory, so they should start shipping in the next week or so, and of course we'll let everybody know. And thanks again, you guys. Very much appreciated all the support. I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I had ordered kingpin bushings and tie rod bushings for the 1925 Dodge. All that stuff just arrived today, so we'll be pulling the 25 Dodge out of the garage and doing a bunch of work on that. Also, the large majority of the parts for the 1961 Plymouth Belvedere Waste of Time Olympics project have arrived, and so the Belvedere is getting dangerously close to being back on the road again, and of course the fellas are all over helping me put that together. So that's coming up again soon. And 59 Buick, next on the mechanical rebuild list is the power steering, so that will be coming up very soon. Dean's Edsel transmission is almost finished. Bun and I were putting that together just the other day. I would like to see that going back in his car within the next couple of weeks, so we'll have a very comprehensive update on the transmission rebuild with Bun, and she's doing a fantastic job of it. I'm also going to keep at the motorcycle project, as I mentioned, and that's going to be, I hope, fairly straightforward, as the worst of it is the candy paint, which is already finished. I want to say special and sincere thanks to Mr. Kyle Carter at Carter Auto Restyling for having us over to his place a couple of weeks ago, and we had a good laugh chopping up his Oldsmobile. I hope you guys are checking that out and subscribed to Carter Auto Restyling. Kyle's an extremely genuine and funny guy, and we had a great time. Yeah, I guess that's about it. It's, as you can see, way past my bedtime. The sun is up, and I still have to finish editing this video and get it all loaded for you guys. So everybody have a terrific week. We'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers. This is a regular contributor.
Same old shit.
like it is. You've been through there, right?
Oh, yeah, it's twisty,
a
yeah.
goddamn nightmare. I couldn't find the house. So there was this empty frickin' lot. And I pulled in there, and I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, bang, bang, bang on the goddamn window. The lady next door says, call the cops.
Oh.
And they were banging on my goddamn door. So, I woke up and wanted to see my license. So I got my wallet up. I was hammered. And I showed him my Simpson Sears card. Well, and he says, and I had a Mickey with me, and I had it about half drank, and he says, I think this guy he says, what happened? I says, I got lost. I says, I live around here somewhere, but I got lost. And the one cop, he says, I think he just drank it here. Like, he wasn't driving. So he says, I'll tell you what. You get in a police car, and they drove my car home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is really kind.
Oh, yeah. They let me on. That was, what a break that was.
Something like that.